Hello everyone, this is the Plsql project I created and I'm explaining it. So hope you understand the Plsql language, and it is just advanced version of the SQL, and we are using the SQL thing also here. So first is this is I created a table. That is, firstly I made this project on the hospital management system and using the Plsql tables and sequence procedures, function and packages. So firstly I created a table. Inside the table, that is doctor ID is important, that is a number and primary key that I created. Second is a name, what is the name of doctor and what is the specialization of the doctor, like, okay. So this is the varchar. After that, in this table I created, second is your patient key table. Patient table is like your patient ID, okay. And primary key, this is the unique ID for that, and the name I given to him. This is the age, what is the age of patient, and gender, what is the gender of the patient. After that I created the appointment people is generally taking the appointment ID, and appointment means doctor ID, like to which doctor I to whose doctor I have to go, and for which prescription I have to take from some particular doctor. So I am going for this, I am taking this reference is generally linking here that I made created the doctor ID, that is the reference means this is the foreign key, okay. I think you know about that foreign key, primary key and anything. So reference is generally directing to the foreign key of this doctor table, taking from here, like this is the linking to this table, okay. Same as like patient ID is important, same as linking to patient table. Here I'm taking the patient ID, okay. Whenever you delete anything from here, so it will get the error because you have to connect it to this. Firstly you have to delete from here, then you delete from here. So this is very important to understand this. Directly you can't delete from here, okay. So I the giving the foreign key here. After that, what is the date of appointment and status, what is the status of that, okay. After that I created the bill table. What is the bill? We are getting bill like some medicines related and everything. So bill is a primary key, bill ID, okay. And the patient ID again, what is the patient ID on the bill number, okay. And then amount, what is the amount patient had to pay doctor. And bill date, what is the date of bill, okay. So these are like create table. If you are taking some confusion about that, like what is the, how can we define it, so this is the syntax, okay. This is the syntax, this is the variable name, and this is the number type, like we are giving in SQL also number. This is the number, and this is primary key, generally uniquely identify as like you are studying in school, so your roll number is unique. You are studying in college, so your roll number is unique, okay. So this is the thing, same is same for all. These are the predefined in this PLSQL. Date, number, varchar means character, okay. We have to define the range of character, how much range we have to do. After that we give the sequence is generally taking the sequence wise, like from starting first to like as like a loop, we are getting 1 2 till end. So this is I'm creating this sequence, okay. And this is the doctor sequence is starting from 1 and incremented by 1, okay. Sequence for the patient sequence starting from 1 and increment by, this is the syntax. You can easily do this is the syntax of that. And after that I created sequence for appointment bill and bill sequence also, okay, every time. Then I'm going on the coding part where I exactly want to know. So this is the package. Oh, this is the package. Firstly, if we are creating any project inside the PLSQL, so for that we have to understand the package. This is the package where it's taking the processor and function inside it, so that we can apply the operation on it perfectly. So package, this is the syntax of package: create or replace package name. What is the package? Uniquely defined as like your class defining as processor. So inside this processor I'm making a processor name, that is the what is the name of that doctor and what is the specialist, which type of specialist. Okay, this is the as like a function and processor is the difference only that in function returning the value and processor is not returning the value. Okay, I'm making again a procedure, that is add patient. It is a name of the patient and what is the age and what is the gender of patient. Then book appointment later, same as book doctor ID, patient ID and date. And update appointment status, like what is the appointment ID and what is the status. Generated bill appointment, like this is the amount and patient ID. Okay, same as like this procedure you can make created. Okay, these are processes you can see perfectly. After that you made a function because of these I have to return the value, like what is the patient ID and what I have to had to pay bill. Okay, so this is the important to giving the returning value to properly. So that's why I'm making the function here, because value returning means how much amount you have to pay, so that is the important. So get patient bill, get patient ID and then return the value what they had paid by him. Okay, after that function I created a doctor appointment count, like what is the doctor ID. Appointment count means how many time he counted and what how many number time a patient visited a doctor. This is the number of returning and that is the end of the package. So these are the some defining thing that inside the this is the specification. Okay, this is the specification. There is two things. First is a package specification. Inside this we have to mention all the processor and function which we are giving and the priority and what exactly the operation should we go according that. So we have to use inside this specification. And body we have to properly work on the these which we created inside it. Okay, so body is like create replace body, same as what we have to given the name of package, that is hospital. Okay, hospital package, so same as we have to given the hospital package. Everything is important. If you miss anything you will get error. Okay, procedure firstly I get the add doctor. So what is the name of doctor and a specialist. So insert into doctor values, doctor sequence, next value means it's taking the sequence is like automatically taking. We have to not give manually data like 1 2 3 4, it automatically sequencing one by one. So that's why what is the name and a specialist of the doctor. Okay, so these are things that we have to properly note it. Okay, then dbms output dot put line, this is the printing line in Plsql, and after the doctor added successfully. Okay, then end of this processor. After the same add patient, so same as we have to make it insert into patient value. Okay, this is the syntax. If we are taking the value from one table to another, so we have to generally use the into. If we are making any table and inserting directly, so that time we are not using this into. If we are taking the data from one table to another table, so we are just using the into. Insert into patient value, patient sequence starting from 1 to end, and then what is the age of patient, gender and the name. These we have to again we are printing this end of this. Then book ID, appointment ID, same as that, appointment number. Okay, doctor ID, patient ID and date. So there is same thing that you can see, sequence, number, date, scheduled. Okay, so important thing, every you have to properly use it. Appointment, okay, this is the appointment, insert into appointment values. Okay, next is processor update appointment status, like what is the appointment ID and what is the p status. Inside it we don't have next value because we just appointment status, not increasing any value. It inside is the appointment is increasing 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, but inside it appointment status is updating, not even for 1 2 3. So updating appointment already we have taken. So after that what is the status of that p status, like what p status is now new status we have to update in previous status, where appointment id is equal to p appointment id new id. Okay, dpm is appointed. Then procedure for generated will same as pid patient id and for the amount he paid. same sequence 1 2 3 4, how many time he got the appointment from the doctor, and according that we have to give this next value build sequence, and then dbms printing generated the value. Inside this function we have to give the some formula, like firstly we have to create the function name and returning value, because it's a returning value. You can see the proper syntax of this. Returning is what is the total value, begin select. Here is the select means amount we have to select from the table which a patient paid to the doctor and otherwise in medical store. So annual is a not null value, it's giving the not null value sum of the amount and the 0. This is the two argument is taking. Okay, first argument is sum amount total, and if it's not here so it will take 0. Okay, so into total value from bills table. Okay, where patient id equal to patient new id, and where present in patient id in the table, and after that we have to return this total value. And same point for this function is doctor appointment count, same returning the value and begin to this select count star into we count from appointment, where everything is counted, and in the package all the thing we mention inside it, inside the package body. Okay, so we have to this count accordingly, and after that we are just executing the add doctor which we created the processor. What is the name of the doctor and what is the specialist, so cardiology. Okay, we can say execute properly it. Okay, and after that execute hospital package, add patient, and what is the name of the patient, what is the age, and what is the gender we created. Then we are executing the package book appointment, that what is the appointment date, status and date, everything, appointment update status, like what is the id of patient, and then what is the status of that. Same thing we are giving execute generate bill, like what is the patient id and what is how much amount he paid. Then select hospital from this dual, and everything we have to give. So these are the table. If I show you this table, just wait. This is the table that you can see. Okay, and if I'm giving the patient table, this is the patient table. If I'm giving the appointment, this is, you can see completed status, everything. This is the mini project, and you can also make it your side. A lot of project available on the searching menu Google, and this is the proper understanding of the Plsql. If you want to understand the Plsql properly, so you make this. I accordingly I made already it, and if I give another name to it, it will also fetch it, and it will again fetch it, so I can add and delete and everything. We can one by one do the status of that side. So hope you will understand, and if you have any doubt related to Plsql, so please share, and I will give more project idea. Like mini project is very important to understand whenever you are stuck in the programming like Plsql related. You just make any hospital management, library management project at your end, so that you can understand properly. Okay, and also search on the use Google and AI if you are getting stuck inside it. So this is my side. Thank you.